Welcome to Thy Kingdom Come, as we bring you the scattering and gathering of God's people.
Third level on the track.
Turning back, turning back, turning back to our God. Turning back, turning back, turning back to our God.
Story to tell, to what did in Israel. Promises we got lost in our servant well. Our God, turn away from our God. Turn to the stop, we can go to rocks.
Like they were singing that song. Israel don't even know who they are. That's a shame. Israel don't have a name, don't even know where they are, but God planned to rectify that. Deuteronomy 28. See, brother, this one let me know something. I had tried my hand at reading the Bible back when I was in high school. I said, let me read the Bible more and more. I started reading the Bible and seeking the Lord, wasn't getting nowhere until I found somebody to teach something. One brother pointed this one verse out to me. Matter of fact, we was on our way to do something wrong. And he seen the Bible in my dorm room. He seen the Bible there. It was sitting on the desk. You know how people walk around, have a Bible, don't read it? Well, I was doing that then. And he came in, seen the Bible. I tell you what we was doing. We was going to get some reefer. I ain't going to lie. But anyway, I'm going to keep it real. This was almost 30 years ago. That's why I don't smoke reefer no more. But anyway, the Bible was on my dorm room, and we went there to get some money, and he stopped and he pointed to it. He said, you read that? And I was honest, no, not no more, not really. I don't know why I still had it sitting there. I guess for this moment. And he said, he flipped over to this verse right here. This is the only verse he read to me that blew me away. Deuteronomy 28:68. Read it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Oh, now he said, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Now he brought them out of Egypt, slavery, right? But they walked out. They didn't need no ship to get all the way to the promised land, right? See, so this lets you know this is talking Egypt in a spiritual sense, not literal Egypt. And we're going to show you what he's saying. He said, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. This time, you're going on some ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Go ahead.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
Now, he read this verse to me, and then he asked me one question. He said, now, how do we get to this country? And it hit me like a light. I was amazed, and what really was amazing, I had read the whole book of Deuteronomy and didn't have a clue of nothing along those lines. Not probably a year or so prior to that, when I was still reading the Bible, I had read this, even had a conversation with somebody, didn't get nothing out of it. That's show you somebody got to point it out to you. And he said, well, how do we get to this country? And I said, we got here on ships. He said, that's talking about us. And I've been messed up ever since. Been messed up. But that's what it is. He said, you're going on ships. Egypt, see in the Bible, Egypt often is referred to as what? The house of bondage. Even in the Ten Commandments started off, the Lord said, I brought you out of Egypt, the house of bondage. So Israel looked at Egypt as slavery. So when the Lord said you're going back into Egypt in ships, he's really talking about slavery, period. Because Israel got to be more than just in literal Egypt now. They all over the world. And you didn't need no ship to get from Israel to Egypt. So he is talking about scattering you in bondage on slave ships. Then that's why he said, at the end of that, read the end of 68.
68. He says, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Oh, when you go on them ships, you're going to get taken off on ships, and when you get to where they take you on those slave ships, he said, you are going to be sold unto your enemies. Now, see, the people over there in the promised land say they Jews can't never say this happened to them. No. They might cry about the Holocaust, which might be bad, but it ain't nothing compared to this.
No, not at all.
See, they can't say this. When they went and got sold, went on some ships and got sold somewhere, never happened. He said, you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. That means male slaves and female slaves. They take them all. They ain't hold back on nobody. They ain't get the females a break. Bondmen and bondwomen. And then he said, no man shall buy you. That don't mean you wasn't going to get sold into slavery, because he just told you that, right? He said, you shall be sold, right? So what do you mean, no man? In other words, when you get sold, when you go on those ships and get sold, you're going to be there for the duration. You might as well pack it in. You gonna be there. Don't be stupid like Kunta Kinte. Try to think you gonna get away and do something. You gonna lose your foot. That's what he's telling you. And ain't nobody gonna help you. Just like we had people like Marcus Garvey, other people talking about, oh, we need to go back to Africa. Isn't it amazing nobody from Africa never came looking for you? That's what he means. Ain't nobody coming looking for you. Ain't nobody saying, well, my people got sold years ago, and I want to get them back. Can I buy them back? I got so much money. You got an African country, got a little money, but ain't nobody trying to get you out of this, is what he's saying. But now, back up, we gonna see exactly, because this chapter lay out all the curses, but the main ingredient is being scattered in the bond. That's the title of the lesson, the scattering and gathering. See, Israel had to be scattered so the Lord can fulfill this Feast of Tabernacles in gathering. Verse 25, back up and we're going to pick a few high points of this scattering. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies.
See, he told them already before we got to that last verse. See, he was just summing it up then. But he mentioned them slave ships. The Lord going to cause you to be smitten before your enemies. See, the Lord can be on your side and he can make sure you can be by yourself and you can beat 1,000 people. But woe to you if you make the Lord mad. It can be 1,000 of you and a few of them, and the Lord going to let them whoop on you. And that's what he's been doing. See, the Lord shall cause you to be smitten before your enemies. What?
Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them.
See, you're going to go fighting, but you're going to be running. You're going to turn your back running. Go ahead.
And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Oh, see, that's what he was talking about, going into Egypt with ships. You're going to be removed. Removed don't mean you migrate on your own. Everybody in this country came from other countries, came on their own, didn't they? They migrated. A lot of people came because they feel it's going to be better. Oh, it's a good place. You can make it happen in this country. That's what the majority of people came to this country for a better life, right? They migrated here on their own. But you got one group of people everybody knows. It's even in history books that didn't migrate here on their own. They was brought here, right? See, but we showing you that this is from the Lord. See, when you understand this, you ain't got to be mad at nobody. Just like brothers talking about, oh, the white man is. Look, God run the show. God is the one doing it. Exactly. And he's telling you what was going to happen right here. See, this will give you, this will shed light on what's going on around you. So he said, the Lord going to cause you to be smitten before your enemy. Then at the end, he said, and you shall be removed. That means somebody if you remove something, you take it from A and take it to point B, right? Mm-hmm. Where's point B? All the kingdoms of the world. You all over the place. We're not just in this country, but everywhere we at, this is how we got there as a whole. This is how we got there everywhere. Like I said, me and my wife went to the Bahamas, and we was trying to get some of them free meals going on them timeshare things where they try to sell you a timeshare. We wasn't buying nothing. We just getting, they feed you. So we went there, and one of the sisters in the Bahamas, she took us and she's showing us. We told her friends, look, we ain't going to buy nothing. We just want the food. She said, I understand. People do it. So then I said, well, do you know, how did y'all people over here in the Bahamas get here? She looked at me like I was a fool. I just wanted to hear her say. She looked at me. She said, how you think on them ships like y'all got over there? She knew it. She looked at me like, what? I just wanted to hear her say it, though. Because most people don't pay attention to that. But she knew it. But now, skip down to verse 32. Go ahead.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Uh-huh.
And thy eyes shall look, and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Uh-huh.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
Well, that's a heavy curse from God, isn't it? Where they just take your sons or your daughter, take them out your arms, give them here. And you crying and trying to hold on. They dragging them away, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's a curse from God, isn't it?